Hi. Wonder what else frogs are used for. Or what should I be aiming for here? Maybe FMJ? I need a ton of cherries. Hey, what's up, Mike? What's going on? What are you up to? I wonder if I should be working on Cheap Shot. Hey Raymond, how's it going? I am not an OG player. I've only been playing for maybe a month and a half, something like that. Played since it came out. That's awesome. I'm jealous. I would have liked to see how this game evolved since then. Just in the time that I've seen it, it's been really cool. But I've heard you guys have been put through the ringer in terms of progression. Like once you got through it, and then Lava would release an update that made it 10 times easier, but that's cool, man. Raymond, you've been playing about a month or so? Right on. Have you gotten to World 3? Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm working on a video right now that I want to get done in the next week or so that talks about Apocalypse Zao and multi-kill. So if that interests you, or if you have information about that, I would love to know about it. Just unlocked 8th character last week, still trying to figure out some things. Yeah, for sure. 8th character, that's awesome, man. If you have any specific questions, I might be able to help out, or might be able to figure it out together. What's the video going to be about? So, since the recent changes with... let me just get this character back to green mushrooms. With the changes to a lot of which skills contribute to AFK damage and active damage, I just wasn't sure what the best way to go about zowing was. So I kind of went and did it myself and did some of the research and did some testing, but I'm still not 100% sure if like all of my calculations are correct. So it's going to be an explanation of like the way multi-kill influences how many kills are counted towards your Zao stacks, and what like the barrier for entry is, like what stats and stuff should you have to get started. So it's something I had a lot of questions about, and I assume a lot of other people do too, so I just thought it would be pretty cool to make a video about it. But here's my barb that's working on Apocalypse Zao. I've got 6 so far. I'm working on trying to get 10. 10 is the goal. Eamon says, can't seem to catch fruit flies, and I feel like my damage is low for the point that I'm at. That's fair. I feel like going from World 2 to World 3, like the sheepies being the first mob, they're pretty tough. It's a pretty big jump from Snellbees to sheepies. You should choose Mage as your first class, because in the end, Mage gets a secret ending. Secret ending? I haven't heard about that. I'm trying to think, for fruit flies... Haven't done Snellbees, so you're probably chilling at Sand Giants. The troll boss ending. I haven't heard about any of this, so that's pretty interesting. What do you mean ending? Like, is there an end to this game? Or like the end of the tutorial? Oh, you're at Mustaches in World 3. Oh, Snellbees are the last World 2 mob. I just assumed that's where you were at. For fruit flies... Yes, the last boss is the end. Interesting. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to look at the requirement for fruit flies. Yeah, 1.75k is pretty tough. I'm trying to think what I did to improve that. Not 100% sure, I just know that some YouTuber said it. Yeah, I know there is some secret about the tutorial, but I haven't looked too much into it. And then saying the last boss is the end, because that's got me a little bit confused, because the last boss currently I think is Chaotic Effont, right? With the third world boss unreleased. I honestly haven't beat the game yet. Yeah, I think it's one of those games that doesn't really have an ending, but maybe has... Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Sorry, I was trying to help with fruit flies here, but honestly, I got here such a long time ago, I don't really remember how I got over the 5% hump. It may have been having the 100k oak logs. I'm not sure if you have stacked that many for this, but the 11% catching efficiency is pretty strong here. Yeah, but everyone thinks the last boss is the troll boss, the one you see at the beginning. I think that too. I think that would be pretty cool, right? Because that was like your epic gamer fall at the very beginning. So it would be cool if, like, whatever the last world is, world 10, that was the final boss. That would be cool. Raymond, what level is your bowman? Or are you trying to catch fruit flies on your J-Man? I need a new bag for this character so bad. Do you play IdleOn? I don't. I am intrigued by it though. I heard that's Lava's first game, right? I don't know too much about it, if I'm very honest. What is your profile? How do I get to your profile from here? Oh, I could check it on my phone. Give me one sec here. Website is not great on mobile. That's fair. I'm just being lazy. I thought I could pull it up real quick, but give me one sec. Should buy a hat from the gem shop. Thought about it. $250 is pretty much nothing. Do the hats give weapon power? I think my issue is the alchemy being too low, honestly. That is likely. I found out that most of my problems came from poor alchemy. So let me take a look at that. You have the cat hat. I do like that meme. I don't know if I would wear it as a hat though, so props to you for that. I think the... Honestly, mine isn't that great either. My alchemy. Trying to think if anything else contributes to that. No, I think it's just these two. I think it's Bug Squared and Sanic Tools. But one thing that might help, I don't know where you're at in worship, or if you really want to take the hit to experience, but if you're desperate for fruit flies, you could try Skilled Dimwit. I think it starts at 30%, and then it scales up as you upgrade it. But it's a pretty sizable increase to your skill efficiency at the cost of experience. So that's something to consider. See if that gets you over 5%. They should add trading to the game. I have heard that a lot, and I have pretty mixed feelings about it. Because on the one hand, I feel like if someone was able to give me materials that I didn't have or couldn't obtain, then the progression of the game is kind of broken, right? On the other hand, if they implemented a system where it was like, I could trade, you know, if everything was assigned somewhat of a value, so like I couldn't trade copper ore for platinum ore, but maybe I could do like iron. I'm not quite sure what the equivalent there would be, but something along those lines, where if it was like an equivalent exchange, but even then I feel like it kind of detracts from the idle game kind of, I don't know if ethics is the right word, but I don't know, it kind of makes it a little easier, right? Trading as a no IMO destroys the game. Yeah, I think if it was done wrong, it would definitely destroy the game. I think it would be cool to maybe be able to trade rares. So like if it had the same drop rate or something like that. But then, yeah, I don't know. I could just see a lot of things getting abused. A lot of games have gotten ruined by trading, for sure. Because then, even if trading is implemented, there are going to be those people who don't want to trade. Like myself probably included. And then, sort of like how in RuneScape had like an Iron Man account, are there going to be Iron Man accounts where they can't trade? Like that's the point of them? I don't know. It's kind of weird. I forget how to make a black tea. I need 4 of all the shirts, right? Can you one-hit the first boss? Because I use primarily a bowman, with Have Another, I technically one-shot it, but it is 2 attacks. But yeah, pretty easily. I'm working on doing more chaotic Amarok. I can do it, but it's slow and just kind of tedious. Spore cap, oak logs, thread. Why you collect so much of that shirt? I have to make a black tea for my post office. You need like many of each shirt, and this is one of the ingredients. Do you know the name of the first person to play this game? No, I don't. Bob Joe Pickle. I've definitely seen that guild name around. That's interesting. Give me some tips. Level 37 warrior. Trying to think. Level 37. Probably talents. You want to pretty much be focusing on weapon power. So, unless you're already doing this, your main 4 stats that you're gonna want to be improving are these ones, or excuse me, 4 talents. Sharpened Axe for damage, Gilded Sword for damage, Meat Shank for damage, and then Book of the Wise is your accuracy stat. So if you're struggling to hit a monster, it's because you don't have enough accuracy. You can boost that with Book of the Wise. If you already have that, I like to put 10 more points into Sharpened Axe than I have into Gilded Sword, but you can kind of play with that. And then for like the first 10 or 12 levels, Meat Shank is actually better than Gilded Sword, so that's a good way to squeeze out damage. I guess I should have asked, do you mainly play actively? Like, do you have the game open, or do you AFK? IdleOn. Mike says, I really want to make a new account for some reason. I've thought about that too, just like making a challenge for myself. That would be pretty cool. But then I think I would miss all of the quality of life stuff that I have now. Yeah, I do 300 to 807 damage with a steel axe. Could I somehow increase it? If you don't already have it, the Sleek Shank gives 1 weapon power as a necklace, and it's relatively easy to make. A lot of the materials are just like spore caps and real early stuff. This is a really cheeky way of getting weapon power. Weapon power is a really strong way of scaling damage. Mainly log in just to collect stuff, make something, and then go back to logs on the Amarok and log out to AFK. Okay, so for a more AFK build, kind of scratch what I said, because you're primarily going to want to focus on your AFK gains. So give me just a second here. Let me think for a second. Mike, I made a new account. Do it. Do the mage. Make a mage first. And test out and see if you get that secret ending. Who knows, it might pay off. I have 2 of the bone rings from shop, and spider necklace, and copper armor. 2 of the bone rings from shop. Oh, these boys. So Xylon, if you need the accuracy, the spider necklace tends to give more stats. However, you're missing out on a free weapon power, which is going to give you more damage. I think I'm Bookie 7. Yeah, this is my clan world. Bookie 7, and I'm at Carrotman. But the bone rings are good if you don't have access to, what is it? Either copper bands or steel bands, because they have more upgrade slots. And when you use the upgrade spawns, hey, it's Gorgeous Cat. How's it going? My next goal in IdleOn is to get the cursed frisbee. Oh man, I don't want to talk about the frisbee. I wish you the best of luck. Go back to town? For sure. Can't hit the first World 2, or sorry, the World 2 first mobs, though I mostly hit, but I missed 2. So, let's see here. The first mob there is Sandy Potts. So you would need 173 accuracy to not miss. I will get Barbarian later. Yeah, getting your class is going to be huge. Bookie 7. I have 143, so it's actually not percent. Your accuracy is like a flat value, but 143, so you're 30 accuracy away from having 100%. I'm subbing. I'm a good guy. Aw, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I really enjoy this game, and if I can help other people out, then all the better. Oh, is that you, Mike? What up? So like, how much more stats do I need to put in Book of the Wise to hit that accuracy? Oh, this is a new account. So it's actually going to be different for each character, or for each person, because it depends on a lot of factors, and I don't remember what the base value of 1 wisdom to accuracy is, though. I'm trying to think what would be a way you could boost your accuracy. You have 40 points in Book of the Wise right now. Okay. Do you have any cards that boost accuracy? Let's see. I know the copper card gives like 4 accuracy. That would help a little bit. Yeah, like Gorgeous Cat says, just try putting 1 by 1 while checking your accuracy. Unless you don't want to respec, which I understand that. I don't know, I have the cards from the summer coolers. Let's see, what were those? I think they're... that one was defense that I'm thinking of. Doesn't quite help. I think the first real accuracy card that I got was the Sandcastle, which is going to be after where you're at. I think maybe your best bet was going to be just the copper, or considering a respec. I have 4 of them, you have 2 of them that I have. Yeah, with the event cards, I think the way it worked was these 4 everyone got, and then during the last week, if you opened a cooler each day, you got one of these cards. And we just got different random ones, I think is what happened there. Upgrade first purple bubble in alchemy. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that completely. You can get wisdom just from alchemy. Oh, I missed that. What do you say? Yep, so if you have thread and water, you can get some more wisdom, and therefore that would give you more accuracy. Good recommendation, Kat. Appreciate you. Is there like a way that I can join you from mobile to you? In-game? In-game, we just have to be on the same world. If you mean something else, I'm not quite sure what you mean. Yeah, if you want to go to menu, change worlds, and then click on the arrows up at the top until you find the book, and I'm Bookie World 7. And then one thing that this game does is it will randomly put you in a different world. So if you want to chill, after you click on the world, then you just click favorite this world, and that will always bring you back to this one. So speaking of trading, one cool thing I think would be if, like, I wish there was a way that I could do a drop, right? So like Lava hosts a bunch of streams and he does his gem drops, and that's pay to win currency, so I understand that being exclusive to him. But if I wanted to host an event, like, yeah, I don't know. I think it still kind of gets weird there too, because then a new player could end up getting a, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thought experiment, right? The whole trading. Oh, now it's a party. Okay, so right off the bat, I think making a sleek shank instead of your Tarantuolite is going to give you more damage. And then I can't tell whether or not, because this interface is weird, it doesn't show if they're upgraded. But if you have any of the upgrade stones, you definitely want to use it on as many pieces of gear that you can, just because stats towards accuracy are so important. Could I join your guild too? Yeah, let me link. So our guild has a just like a short list of requirements. So give me one sec here. Use candy. Oh. Pizza party. I can't believe I'm standing a live stream. Why do you have low inventory space? That's a great question. I am a free-to-play player, so this is kind of the maximum amount of storage space that I can have right now, and I'm just kind of doing it based on principle. Oristas, I'm paying attention, don't worry. The events gave you tons of gems, enough to buy at least 1 or 2 plus 4 bags. That's true. And I did, they're just not on this character. I also... Sadly it's on armor as well. I actually went ahead and bought alchemy upgrades with those gems. But yeah, it sucks not having inventory space for sure. So in order to join royalty, I just asked. Friends list shows you're offline. That's weird. Maybe I have to change maps. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Yeah, thank you, Plan Man. Gorgeous cat. What do you think about the new dungeon in future update? I'm super stoked about that. My brother and I both play, and it's been difficult to play together. So we play at the same time, right? but it's difficult to interact with each other because there's just very limited interactions. And with just the two of us, to do the one multiplayer activity, which is Doot, we would still need a third person. So I'm hoping that the dungeons are going to be able to scale down to where we could just play with 2 people. That would be really cool. But if it's for like 4+ people, I think it's kind of going to be the same problem. But I'm excited about it. I hope I can still play with random people, because none of my friends play IdleOn. Yeah, IdleOn is a difficult game to try to get other people interested in, unless they already like this kind of game. I've tried to convince my people to play, and they're like, well, what's fun about it? And I'm like, well, it's extremely tedious. It's a lot of work. You have to check it many times a day. And it's awesome. And they usually don't respond very well to that. Tried to get your friend to like it, yeah. Well, my brother actually introduced me to it, and when he was describing it, I was like, that sounds awful. And then I played it, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. You just get caught up on this game. Yep, for sure. Made another Google account because it wasn't fair. I mean, you grinded for those 71 days, right? Longest I've ever been AFK is like a week. Yeah. I think I took a couple days off. Oh, yeah, I took a couple days off and I came back to one of my characters with the 10-hour AFK. So I logged in and it was supposed to be like 2 days worth of gains, and I only got 10 hours, so lesson learned there. I will be right back. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. Alright, let me catch up a little bit here. Gorgeous cat. I played IdleOn randomly and left for a week at Spores because it's kind of boring. Then a lot happened. I kept doing the missions and then I got addicted. Yeah, for sure. Tale as old as time. Mike, can I suggest a game you should try for your channel? Yeah, please. Play Flappy Bird? Dude, don't get me started. I'm so bad at Flappy Bird. I wasn't good at it when it was a mobile game. I'm not good at it in this game. It's rough. Hybrid animals. I don't think I've heard of that one. Cool. I just left myself a little note there. I'll have to check that out. Thanks. Oh, that's right. I still need to make my black tea. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Mike. I appreciate it. And actually, all right, Mike, have a good one. Thanks for chilling. Appreciate it. I'm gonna check out that game. Maybe we can play it together. But yeah, I am going to cut the stream here. I appreciate you hanging out. And I'll post a schedule for the next time that I'm going to be streaming. And I'll see you then. Later. Yeah, I think you are the only person here.